Today we are going to be setting up a beautiful tablescape. This is great for brunch, this is great for if you want to invite your girlfriends over, or just a little bit of a special occasion for Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day. And so I'll be walking you through everything that I have to set up this basic table and tips and tricks and other things about it. It's a fairly simple setup and I'll show you how to do it and some ideas. My name is Christina and I love hosting, so I hope that you will join me in this beautiful vlog. This is what the final tablescape looks like. It's very pretty with lots of layers and it's simple for your first table, so this is what we're going to do. First, we are going to lay down our initial tablecloth. I am using a white one, and make sure that you iron it thoroughly. Sometimes it is hard to get all of the wrinkles out, but don't worry, we'll be placing things on top of it, and then we're going to be adding a table runner. I have this scalloped one. You can use any color that you like, but I personally love pink. And now we're going to be adding our flowers. I have a 6-inch base, and that's typically what I like for flowers so that they're not too tall. You can even use smaller bud vases if you have them. Now we're going to be adding a few candlesticks, and I have some ribbon to tie around the candlesticks. This is 2-inch ribbon. It's finished on both sides, and I have these fun wavy tapered candles. To avoid having too many colors, I typically go for a glass candlestick holder. These are vintage plates from Mikasa that I thrifted. I love them. I love the floral detailing on the ends. And this is how a standard 5-piece place setting looks. If you forget how to do, you can reference Titanic. You always eat from the outside in. Start with your larger dinner plate, and then you have a smaller appetizer plate or soup plate. Then it goes from left to right, your salad fork to your dinner fork, and then on the right side, your knife, and then your dinner spoon, and then a tablespoon. So imagine eating from the outside in when you're stirring your coffee, and then maybe you're having a salad, and then maybe you're having your soup, then you're having your main course. Glassware always goes to the right of your plate, so you might have a glass of wine or a glass of champagne, and then you will also have a water glass. The middle calls for a centerpiece, so typically it would either be florals, but in this case, I'm going to have a tiered tray. Whatever your biggest item is, I would usually put it in the middle, and what you're trying to do is create dimension in your tablescapes, stack things so that they're different heights across the table. You never want things to be too tall, so even these flowers feel a tiny bit too tall. You have a lot of options for your napkin. You can place it in the center like so, or you can secure it with a napkin ring holder. You can also opt to put your menu on top of your plate and your napkin to the right, or you can stack both. Sometimes you can even put the menu in the center and then stack the napkin underneath. Smaller items like seasoning, salt and pepper you can scatter along the table, and other decor you can kind of disperse them throughout. I also love having smaller whimsical pieces like the cinnamon roll candle. I love having small foods that guests can snack on, like this giant plate of cherries or a giant plate of grapes. It makes a wonderful snacking platter. All that is left is to light the candles and wait for your guests to arrive. I typically like to start the music and light the candles 20 minutes before arrival. And for the food plates, you can either plate each guest while you're there, or you can have all the food in the center and do it family style. You can add or subtract as you like to make your perfect tablescape. This is a lovely way to express yourself. And this is how I do a very basic table setup for a brunch or for like a more informal dinner party. If there's more food, I will have all the food plated and come out, but this is a really nice way to enjoy a lot of easy bites, and it's beautiful and easy, and I'll link everything below. And let me know if you want more videos on how I do my setups.